Let me put before you one of the very, very important, highly relevant topic that is concerning the whole nation. If the union government and the state governments concerned take a serious note of it, if they must think it, in the interest of the nation, if they take serious note of it and swing into action legally, then there is no doubt that India will be in a position to achieve equitable distribution in essential commodities. This will also bring down the rising prices of essential commodities in India, and the economy will become stable. Let me give you an example of the state of Karnataka. The data, the authentic government data says that out of 1 crore 31 lakh families, 1 crore families are living below poverty line. Is it believable? Can we believe this? It is very hard to digest. Anyone can say it is a false data. This is nothing but appeasing people with these freebies, the subsidies, in order to garner votes. This is irrespective of parties, every party. And it is a known fact that anybody, any person can easily understand, any honest person, any upright person can easily understand that 3/4 of the population, can we believe it, is below the poverty line. And just imagine the number of BPL cards distributed. And just imagine, lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of crores are being used to give us subsidy. Rice, essential food articles, LPG, so many other freebies from the taxpayers' money. So this is, a Sanskrit saying comes into my mind. Yatha Raja Tatha Praja. It should be actually Yatha Praja Tatha Raja. So now whom to find the fault? It is the government that is putting the people into wrong habits. It is the government that is implementing, that is giving freebies, free foods, free, LPG, rice, subsidized. One is free, the other one is subsidized. Then the pensions, old age pension. What the hell is happening here? Can we believe? Can anyone believe? This is the fact. 1 crore families out of 1.31 lakh families are below poverty line in Karnataka alone. I don't think this will be anything different in other states of India. Therefore, we have Essential Commodities Act 1955. And we have state-wise act in order to detect this fraud which is taking place by the people. Very, very sad to say, but it is the people. But it is the government that has made the people to become, it is the government that is encouraging the people to cheat the government, fraud the government. So therefore, that is why, we see the rising prices. It's a steep price rise. And on one side we see free distribution, subsidized distribution. We have two varieties. One is free distribution, one is subsidized distribution. And if it is understood that 3/4 of the people living in Karnataka alone is availing this benefit, that is to say 31 lakh families are paying for 1 lakh families. This is very sad. If 30% of the people are paying for 70% of the population in India, if we can take an average, little less or more, by going by this data, if 30% income of the people is being illegally used to pay for the food and civil supplies of the poverty line for the 70%. You mean to say 70% of the people are living in poverty? In Karnataka, at least it is not, as far as I have seen. there is a development. There is a considerable development. People are having vehicles. When you see the data of the vehicles, you see every population, every household has got a vehicle, and they are spending on petrol. They are spending on their clothing. So why they are availing this freebies, free food, subsidized food? That is because it is the government is encouraging, because to garner the votes. So this practice should go. The government should become honest first. So it is the government that is cheating the people, because of its illegal political intent to garner votes, irrespective of the parties, irrespective of political parties. Apolitically, I am thinking apolitically. So I am not targeting any one particular party in this. And this is not only at Karnataka. This should be similar elsewhere in all states across India. Therefore, it would be in the interest of the nation. The union government must take note of this, and the state governments must act. The union government and the state government together, if it can act and cut down even 10-20% of the bogus BPL ration cards, below poverty ration cards, that would mean a lot of income to the nation. So hopefully, let us say, the government takes note of this and swings into action, and the nation will develop. Otherwise, people will be put in the habit of availing these free subsidies, freebies, free rice, free doll, in spite of they being above the poverty line. I am not saying the people who are below poverty line, it is their right and it is our duty to provide them the food, with the essential commodities. It is the right. So I am saying people who are living above the poverty line and pretending to be there below the poverty line and availing the schemes of the government, the subsidies of the government, which is paid by the taxes of the common man, by this 30%. So 30% of the people's money is spent on people who are above the poverty line, and they are availing this facility. So it is spent on them. This should go. Government should act, so that the nation will certainly rapidly develop, and even the people who are availing this, who are above poverty line and availing the subsidies, they will also develop. So the mentality of corruption which is being implemented by the government should also go. The people should come up voluntarily, people who are above poverty line and availing this, the free issue of essential commodities, except especially the food, rice, dal, whatnot, everything. And it is the government schemes, the pension schemes. So all these things should go. Let's hope for